Hello, and welcome to the channel Gaming Like a Noob. I'm the noob, and I call myself Xenso. And today I am in a bit of a rush. It's already Sunday here, so I have to record this now and edit it and everything and upload it and stuff like that. So that it will be up in time today. So I hope it's going to be quite a short episode. Sorry about that shaky thing there. I hope it's going to be quite a short episode, to be honest. And yeah, let's just dive in and talk about what I've done and what I'm going to do today. I have a little plan of what I'm going to try and do, because I've been having some problems with the trains actually. The train gets stuck. Now I've done this so that they should be able to walk into the city. That's number one. And actually this thing here, besides that ugly thing that it has to do there, it's been working quite good actually. Not been any large problem at this side of the thingamajig. It's a bit of annoying having the other trees in that path being on the path. So let's just take away that and just have the palm trees just there, and we can actually put in a little more trees in between. Same thing here. This. There we go. That looks nice. Now the real big problem was that I had to go through, which took forever. I have to go through with this one and do this to everywhere where I didn't want them to change, and then I had to create positions like this where they could do changes. Now, what's the difference, you say, between that and that? It's that the node is larger. Because that's a very short node, they often get stuck when they're trying to change lanes here. Now, this one is longer, which makes it smoother and easier for them to change. So, but they still want to change in these. So that's why I had to go through in the entire map, that everywhere that I didn't want them to be able to change like that, I had to go through and do that. Now that took some time, I must say. But it doesn't mean that it works. Bear with me, I'm going to show you. I think I figured it out last night, but I had to go to bed because I was way too tired to try and record an episode as well. You can see here there comes a loads of passenger trains, and I'm going to show you where and why. Well, why I don't really know why, but I think I managed to fix it. You can see here, just creates a new train going away with 0 passengers, which is completely bonkers, and it just creates a new one. This one time is just 12 and it goes away. Now what I did just last night to get this to work properly was actually remove this one and build it anew, and I moved this thingamajig further down. This just destroys the infrastructure of the trains. I mean, sending away loads of trains with no passenger even. So what I did, first of all, we couldn't erase this one with the bulldozer. We had to go into move it, mark it, and remove it. And then I actually moved this entire thing further up. So I destroyed a couple of lines like that. And then, let's see, then I took this here, this one, and I started right trying to get into the middle of these two, which I can't do here, I see. So let's try and start from this side. Let's go from the outside and just move. We'll have to turn off those things, I guess, to try and get somewhere in between them. I think I'm going to be satisfied there, like that, and then we can have to take this one and we take away the bending thingamajig, and then crap, I need them straight now, and we can have all those things back. I can't have anything nice just because of you. You destroy everything for me. Oh well, I don't know why I said something like that, but let's fix the nodes here. Let's see if we can't have that one to line up to that one. That one to line up to that one. That one to line up to that one, and that one to line up. When I'm doing this, I hold shift down and I press this, and I press that one, and I say that one is where it's supposed to be lining up with. So shift down, press the buttons, or click the buttons. So there we have this, and now this is kind of annoying. This one starting so far down, it doesn't. There's no room for an entire train. So, but I guess if you move this one too much, that's when the problem arises. So you need to find some middle ground, and I actually want to take away that node as well. And another thing, sorry about that, still living with my post-COVID crap, or should I say that we think it is, me and the doctors, but they're not sure yet, so I'm going to be going on further validation or whatever. I'm going to be sent to the doctor a lot, and that's not fun, but yeah, it's I'm sort of hoping that it is post-COVID of that pure should I say hope that or the pure, what should I say? I don't. I'm just gonna do, before I finish that, I'm just gonna do like that, and then I think I'm gonna do something like this to see if that is a slope. Yeah, that is good. Now I think this should work. Anyway, the reason I hope it is post-COVID is that the feelings, or the way I feel, sort of gives me the creeps that it's cancer or some heart condition or something like that, which of course is not something you want. So, well, you don't want post-COVID either, but I think I prefer post-COVID to having cancer or stuff like that. Hopefully post-COVID won't kill me, which some of the other frightening things can. So yeah. But anyway, let's go back to, I don't want that one to be changed, I want to change that one. Let's go back into something fun instead. Let's stop talking about depressing stuff like that. Now that did not go well because we get that right in. So let's raise, not that high. Let's take this one and we go like that. Yes, that will be good. Now they have some room to hover above. So some way to get this one down to the bio, something like that, yes. And then this one, I think I want it down on the same side actually, like that. I guess I'll have to be satisfied with that. Let's do some work with this one, I guess. Try and get it to look a bit better. It's not the easiest thing, but let's try it. I think that's okay. I think we have now that blue screen there is of course not okay, but I think we can fix that later on. Let's just try and do something with this one as well. Shall we? Shall we play a game? Let's see where we go with this one. Like that. Now you can get from one side to the other. Let's see, we want this bridge to actually, or the thing, to actually go across here. We can go somewhere like that, and then we want it to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's place it there. And now we have a connection into, I mean, there's nothing built here, so there's not much for them to try and get a hold on, but we have a connection to this place. Just gonna place it a little more prettier, something like that perhaps. So now that they can get there, that's a good thing. I guess we're going to take away those trees as well. We don't want trees in the middle of that one. Oh, there's a little flowers now. Yeah, that's right. So let's have a little flowery patch here then. Now, if my calculations or if anything goes like it did last night when I did this, there shouldn't be any larger problems with the trains now. They shouldn't be spawning all the time. We have one spawning now, but now we have 2 spawned. Alright, maybe we failed again. We just have to see. Come on, one of those trains have to move, don't they? I can't get. Yeah, because we haven't moved it. That's why. Now the train moves. Thank you. Let's see if it brings up a new one immediately. It does not. So maybe we have fixed it now. That's great. And that train is going away. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now let's see if we enlarge this node. Did that take away the blue screen? No, not. I need something down under there. Well, I just have to resort to my blue screen saver. Rock. And let's see if we find our favorite. Here it is. And it's hovering. And we want it that way. Something like that. Maybe we have it that way. No, let's have it this way. This way, not this way. And then we go into this and we bring it down. Please don't kill anybody. Don't squash. There we go into the mountain there. And we want it a bit out and about. Out and about. I've been out and about. Like that. Sorry about that. At least the blue screen disappeared, which is the most important thing. So yeah, that looks okay for me. I think that looks okay. and we have fixed that problem as well. Hopefully there won't be a million trains out on the tracks and everything will work this time. I am sorry that I sound horrible with my bad throat and everything, and as I said, it is making me a bit worried, because I don't know what it is and how dangerous it is. It might be nothing. I mean, it might be post-COVID, and it might be that it goes over in a couple of weeks more, or a couple of months, or whatever, which I of course hope. I hope it will be over as quickly as possible. It is a strain on my financial situation as well to be without the salary, of course, that you get from working. We have a good system in Sweden with insurance when you're sick, but it's nowhere near the money that you get when you're working, so it is hard for me to be able to pay for my living. Let's see, I want it to be a little hilly out here, because I do believe that where I'm not building, I believe it would be very okay for me to have hills and stuff. Because no, not even here where I live in the southern Sweden, that it's perfectly flat, because it's not, but it is flat if we compare to a lot of places in Sweden. It's very flat here in the southern part of Sweden. So I'm not used to having these mountains and stuff, and it's not like I can just look outside the window and see mountains. I see wavy landscapes, but pretty flat when I look out the window. So yeah, it is beautiful, but so I'm not complaining, definitely not. But if you look at most other parts of the world, and if you want to build something that looks a little more like reality, perhaps, it is not that flat, and it does lose a bit of, should I say, liveliness when you don't have hills and stuff like that. It's just that I haven't mastered the thing where you can build on wavy landscape and stuff like that. I'm very poor at that, so I do apologize if that's what you find that you really want in your games or in your City Skylines episode. So I guess I'm not the right channel for that. Here I go again, complaining about myself and my channel. Oh well. Maybe I have that a little too strong. Maybe this is better. Just want it a little wavy on the patches where I don't really use, but I don't build anything. I might as well have a little hills and stuff like that to show that it is a landscape. Like that. And let's do something here as well, perhaps. Let's start with something like this, and then we flatten it out to make it, because I don't want mountains more than the mountains that I have, of course, in this map, or on this map. Those mountains and that mountain and the mountain in the background there. I'm pretty pleased with that. But when I'm going to build something like this, it's for me it's horrible when it isn't flat, because I never managed to make that look good. I mean, this looks fine by me. I think I'm pretty satisfied with the way that I've gotten this to work, or look, maybe I should say. So yeah, but when you have free nature, when you go down, for example, and you want to take a nice, it's looking a bit better with those hills when you want some screen maps. And I'm looking at this, going in here to the industrial area and the train station area here, and when you can see that there is something in the background, but there's a hill that you have to go over to get there. Now what I sorry, what I really have a problem with, that's what I was going to say, sorry about that, is that of course this, I mean, Wavy Landscape, especially down here in southern Sweden, I know that Wavy Landscape does increase the yield of for the farmers, because just take a paper and you make little waves in it, and it doesn't, you have the same area of the paper, you have exactly the same area, you've just shrunken the amount of space it takes on the ground or on the table where you have your paper. So you still, by making it wavy, you can get a lot more yield out of your seedlings or whatever of what you have planted, as long as it's not too hilly, so that you get shadow, so that the sun doesn't get to shine on everything on the land, you won't have any problems with as long as the sun gets everywhere, you can have it as wavy as you want, and you will save space. And I mean, if you have a lot of grounds to plant your seeds and you make it wavy, you will be getting a whole lot more than you have if you have just a flat surface like that. But what I was going to get to is that I've seen screenshots of other people doing it, but I don't know how they do it. And it is, when you look down like that and you have that hill, for example, and you want it to look like you have planted something on that. Now, if all the things that I've got is, let's see, we go in here and we go field, and we have these decorations, but wait a minute, they follow the ground? I did not know that. So you can, well, I'm not going to do it now, but it looks like that follows pretty much with the ground. So if you don't have it like this, is too steep here, I can see that the ground is going through it. So I need to take away the top of that one as well. But look at this, I could have made it like that. So that's how they made it. I was even trying these, let's see, what was this, field? And you go something like that, and you do that, and you can see that it flattens the ground, which is not the way I wanted. Well, I can easily see myself doing these kind of fields in certain places, definitely, no problems with that. But then it needs to be flat, and it is, when I look at some of the creators out there, so many that are so very good, and you sort of see something like, let's see, they go down here to have a look like that, and then this hill here is a is a field. It's a field with a seed or something like that that is planted, and it looks just amazing to have those hilly planted, and I can't really do that. I'm not that good, not yet anyway, but I'm trying to get there. Let's see, I have a little, there was a little spring or whatever you call it, little gap in between those, but yeah, but I'm pleased with what I'm doing. I think I'm getting better and better, and I hope that you feel that way too if you're watching this channel and you're getting back and or coming back and watching it. I really hope that you can see how I'm developing, and that you also feel and see that I do develop and get better at this game. Oh crap, that's the way we want it. I mean, there are stuff that I made that I'm very proud of in my early days on the YouTube, like the underground tram station that I built. The final, should I say, the way it ended up in the very end was, I'm very pleased with that. Yeah. So, but I think, I don't know if I'm supposed to do, or if I'm going to do anything else. I'm going to show a little trick though. Maybe I can show you a little trick here. And if you play City Skylines a lot, I guess you already know about this trick. But I literally found this out not so long ago. Actually, just a day or two ago. Looking at this, you can take, I'm painting this because I hate that tall grass going into everything. I just want short grass here. So I'm just going to concrete all of this here, just to show you what I'm going to do. And yeah, we're just going to use this one for now, and I'm going to do them all later on, and yeah, we're gonna have to see where we end up with this. But then we go in and we choose this R69 grass. It's those ploppable things, and we take the largest one, and of course only one, and I place it. I can place it anywhere. Place it like that, and then I don't use that anymore. I use move it. And I do like that, and I take this one, toggle snapping. Now this will go to the grid. And all I have to do is first rotate at center so that it is straight. And then I just do mark it, and I find that corner, and then I don't want to move anything else than that surface, so to find it easily I do that, and then I take copy, and it just snaps, which makes it so much easier to get it clean and beautiful like that. That's the sort of grass. I'm going to show you why I prefer that grass. I'm just going to be doing this entire thing here. You can see that that's just the way. That's just the way. There's what I wanted. Is it right there? That's right. And like that. And then we go further. And we continue. I'm just going to do this square here, and I think we're gonna be pretty close to the end of this video. Now this doesn't fit in, and I'm going to show you why in a moment. Just going to be doing this because it snaps to the road. When you like you snap the houses to the places and stuff like that. So here you get, because that this thing here, I can't remember what it's called in English at the moment, but since that is a little bit wider and it puts out those squares, you get another sort of way here. So you get, but it looks, for me, I think it looks great in this. So it doesn't destroy it for me the other way around like that. Now we have such a clean cut grass. I mean, I have a house and I have a garden and I have grass, and I should lie if I said that my grass looked like that. It more looks like that when with a lot of animals digging things in it and making hills and stuff like that. Underground vermin that I really would like to get rid of, but I don't know how to. But that's something for another day. So, but I think this looks great, and if you can see here, I've made the mistakes that I tried without that toggling or snapping. So you can see that it's not very pretty here. I see that we have forgotten to paint that corner. Like that. That's good. So that's just a little trick to make this look a lot better. And I don't know if I have the energy to do that to all the old stuff that I made, but there is a chance that I will be doing it. But it makes it look so much better and straighter, and just getting those clean cuts. And I think this looks great. To be honest, I think it looks great. And I don't like this grass. There should be a grass in this one that is like this, where you don't have that tall grass sticking up, because it's not that it's. I mean, I would be perfectly fine with the tall grass sticking up here where there is nothing else but grass, but it's sort of irritating when it sticks up through the driveway and through the bridges. And like this, you have gravel here, and you can see that the gravel is coming up on the driveway here. There shouldn't be a gravel here. There really shouldn't be a palm tree and a street light just outside there. They have to go around, but never mind. I'm getting off topic. But as you can see, the gravel is going through here, and the grass is going through a lot of things. This pool here in particular is not having it. It's doing a great job taking away the grass, and everything here is doing a great job. But you can see here, you can see that the grass is looking through the pool. Now that is annoying. If you take a look at me doing something like this, you can see the grass and everything is disappearing, but you get concrete all over, and then you'll have to do with that. So I would love to see a grassy variant here that is not having anything sticking up. That is just this plain, like this is. Because at the same time, you can choose ruin. Ruin has nothing, what I know, that sticks up, but it's the same thing. You get rid of all the decoration and everything, and you don't want that. I mean, do you really want it to look like that? I'd rather have it like that then. So I would really love if they would build, make something like that in here, so that I could just didn't have to do. Oh crap! I destroyed into this one. I have to. Now I'm on ruined. God damn it. Let's do it like that. Let's go through this like that. That's good. You could see it here. I could prove it here. I mean, I do like that. You can see that doesn't look good. So I usually do like this, but it's taking forever to do it. So of course, if there was an easier way with doing, like you have pavement. Pavement is perfect because it doesn't leave anything, but you could have that texture on the pavement so that it look like grass. That would be perfect. I just don't want anything sticking up. Gravel have the stones that are everywhere. Ruined is just a horrible color. I mean, yeah, you could actually do something like the field is not working, I see. But you could actually, of course, you could do yeah, ruined, but the ruined does look great. The thing that is better with this though is that you get this clean cut with the pavement. So yeah, I think that looks good. I think I'm going to call this episode because I am in a rush for time, and we have solved the train issue. Because if I hadn't, there would be lines of trains here. It would be horrific with the trains coming here. So we have solved that problem, and I don't know if there's anything else. I don't know if I talked about this in the previous episode, but if I didn't, I just wanted to see this. I think this looks good. It looks good in this and on this building. I like it. And it looks good on this FedEx here, because this is of course yeah, I don't really know what the sport is, but it's no swimming pool. Now this one is a bit worse though, because if you really know something here about this, you don't have a pool above, it goes underneath the ground, and then the pool should really be in the middle of the canal. So yeah, at the same time, if they have the pool on this side, that would be okay. If you get in here and then you have this as a sort of spectator place and stuff like that, and then you have the pool here, then that shouldn't be a problem. But it looks good. I like it when the water can run underneath the houses and stuff like that. This doesn't look good though. Floating trash bins here, but okay, I'll live with that. I'll take that over some other stuff. You know what? We can do something, because that's what I'm talking about. Look at this, the grass going through the bridge here. I don't want that. So I usually paint that with either ruined or, but then you have this strange uneasy thing here coming out, and it doesn't look very good. So I don't know how to fix that, but yeah. But anyway, the thing that I was going to see here is if we have network, pavement, and here we have something 4 meters. I think this is good enough, and I want to paint it somewhere. Let's just paint it here. Let's see if we can move it. Let's do like that. Get it here, couple more, and we need to have, of course, those things. And let's pause the game because it's going to go everywhere because of the ups and down here, I guess. I just want something something like this. Let's see if we can take away those things there. So like that, and then we bring it in like that. Maybe I should have it. I don't want it like that, by the way, so that I can move it. Maybe I should have it all the way over. Something like starting it here, and getting to this one, and just pulling it out until it gets there. Well, it looks weird, of course. I'm not saying that this is a lot better, but it would, yeah, explain, or not explain, but it would be a cover-up for them not floating in mid-air. So, yeah, I think that I'm pleased, I'm satisfied with that. Have a little lip there, and nothing is hanging around there, and nothing is hanging around there, nothing is hanging around there. And let's have a look at the last building. Nothing hanging around there, and nothing there. Perfect. So I think that looks good. I'm sorry about that. And I don't know, I mean, I've built up this little industrial area here. I don't know if I had that up in the last episode, but I might have had. I am so sorry. I'm tired all the time. I'm weak, and everything about this damn sickness is really annoying. I'm not thinking straight and everything, and I get dizzy spells and stuff like that, and it's hard for me to sit any longer time by the computer. I get tired so easily, so I do apologize for everything like that. Now I do remember that we did talk about the balloon, the chirper balloon, because it was a 7-year celebration, which is kind of cool. 7 years in the making, this game. Can't believe that that I played it for 7 years, but yeah, that's what I've done. And I'm looking forward if they will be doing a City Skylines 2, especially if they make it in Unreal Engine 5, because I've heard so much great things about Unreal Engine 5. So I think this is made in Unity, and I don't think that they are really up to par to the new Unreal Engine, but I don't know. It's just what I've heard. I'm not that good at anything when it comes to making games and stuff like that. I wish I was, though. It would have been great. But I think I'm going to end with this, and I hope I have a better episode next time. And I hope you've been pleased with this episode. I mean, I don't feel that I have made a really crappy episode. Look at that house. We'll have to fix that. That's what I've been telling you about for a couple of things here, and which is very annoying. I have to move that, and I need to have that in. So I snap it to that one. Very annoying that it does that. Move the houses around and stuff like that. We have to take a look from above here. It looks great otherwise. So I'm gonna call it as I said, and I hope you have enjoyed it. Do like, subscribe, and all that nice stuff. And I'll see you in another episode, and I'll just end with bye 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 bye.